Hi, I'm AJ Sabine.
And I'm Kristen Oakes. Thank you for joining us for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, the only TV show bringing Louisiana farmers and consumers together every week.
There could be more jobs coming to the Port of Greater Baton Rouge as expansion continues at the Louis-Dreyfus Commodities Port Allen grain facility.
It's been 7 months since the grand opening. As TWILA Avery Davidson shows us, right now farmers are taking their wheat crop to the elevator, but what can they expect for the fall harvest season?
You know, it's not that uncommon for it to be this windy on the Mississippi River levee over at the Louis-Dreyfus Commodities Port Allen grain facility. But about 7 months ago, there was a wind of change which blew through, and Louisiana farmers are still reaping the benefits. On October 1st of last year, Margarita Louis-Dreyfus cut the ribbon to officially open the Louis-Dreyfus Commodities grain facility at the Port of Greater Baton Rouge. It was the culmination of more than $150 million in improvements. Now that workers here are moving into their second harvest season, Port Allen Commercial Manager David Bollock says it's kind of like the first year of living in a newly constructed home.
I think everything's going well overall. You know, when you do this kind of project, there's a lot of pieces to bring together, a lot of calibrating that needs to be done. You're always going to go in with a punch list afterwards and have to make some improvements and changes and everything. So that's been still part of the process we're going through right now.
That process includes loading Panamax ships like the Equinox Dream. This was the first Panamax ship to dock at the Louis-Dreyfus Port Allen facility at the end of October. While Bollock would not say how many have docked since then, he says each can hold about 2 million bushels of grain.
Design-wise, what we want to do here is load Panamaxes. That gives you your best, economics as far as loading the stuff out here. We've done many since then. A lot of the stuff that we load out, especially for China, that's going to have the long transit and everything, has been Panamaxes. They come in, it's 2 million plus bushels on one vessel, fewer holes, larger vessels. So that's what we want to load, and we've done quite a bit of it.
In the fall, Bollock hopes to do much more, and construction underway right now will make that possible.
Phase 2, we're in the middle of it. We've got the new upright storage there. That's 1.8 million bushels. That'll be coming online, I think, sometime in September. When we tie that back into here, that's going to be a huge boon to us, just to give us that additional storage space and everything. And this is the kind of storage space you want at an export elevator.
With so much grain going out, Bollock says it helps to have more ways to bring it in. That's why a recent decision by the Port of Greater Baton Rouge Board of Commissioners to add a rail switching station to the port will be helpful to Louis-Dreyfus.
Well, bringing rail back into the elevator here, it puts another option on the table for us. As we're looking at trying to put 5 to 6 million metric tons through here, a lot of rail origination will be west of the river, and it gives you an option for something. If you have quality issues and everything, you can reach out there and bring that in. Now, if you look at Dreyfus, we don't have a bunch of inland facilities. We buy most of the grain that we're going to put on vessels here. It's going to come out of the barge market here. So you want to have as wide a variety, I think, of origination sources as you can. And when you want to reach out to the west of the river, you've got to have rail service.
Until then, Bollock says he's getting what he can from local farmers, and since May 19th, he's been buying wheat.
Quality has been excellent, and I think overall the yields have been pretty good. I've talked to a couple of guys who cut 80 bushel wheat, and the quality, like I said, really good stuff. We got a little rain moving in. I'm sure we'll lose a little test weight on it, but I think the lion's share of the harvest, we're through it. So, good quality to blend off if we need to. Been a good one overall, I think.
But this wheat harvest is nothing like what this facility will see in the fall when trucks will likely line this road.
It's a challenge, but I think we're up to it.
Port of Greater Baton Rouge Executive Director Jay Hardman said in published reports that the entire rail project would cost about $6 million. He also said that Louis-Dreyfus Commodities would be willing to pay advance rent to the tune of about $4.4 million to make that project happen. And it really is impressive. AJ, I know you see it every day going to and from home, just how big that facility is, and I know come fall it is going to really be kicking over there, and that's going to be the subject of Neil Melanson's Bottom Line report today.
It's really interesting to see larger ships finally being loaded at that port. Good job, Avery. Thanks.